Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Hardspace Shipbreaker. So, allow me a short forward ahead of this episode, especially riding on the back of last one. I called it something along the lines of a man defeated because that's how it has felt a little bit with Hardspace. It very much seems that there is a reactionary culture in the way that the devs seem to patch out a lot of what I would call the fun of this game. I had a bit of a think about it as well. I was like, surely maybe they're watching YouTubers and all that. I didn't think this has a huge YouTube presence apart from myself these days. And I don't have such an ego to think that I could shape that future. But I wonder if perhaps the weekly races might have something to do with, not to blame it or anything like that, but you do have an entire subset of guys, which are probably putting up videos as well on their channels, speed running these ships as hard and fast as they come. And it occurs to me that if you really did want to go and patch all the bits and pieces out of hulls and take away the interesting shortcuts that people come up with, it would be by searching for Hardspace speedruns. Just an interest, or the weekly sort of challenges. Anyway, what I just wanted to say is that, look, that still stands for me as well, and I don't want to lose the love that I have for this game. We're like over 100 episodes into this. You guys are still watching these regularly, so you still have a love for them as well. So what I am going to suggest is that perhaps we have a look at doing weekly challenges on this channel as well. You can see here, if we go to the weekly race, that you have a set of criteria that rotates out. Now, I'm not ever going to say that I'm going to be competitive at that at all, but it might be interesting, and it could still line up with how, generally speaking, I like to interrogate the designs of the ships and try and find interesting and new ways to open it sort of up. It may bring a little bit more challenge and something a bit more interesting to the series, and it might even give us some insight into what's happening with how the devs patch it. Maybe we'll find that we play a weekly hull like a mackerel or something, and all of a sudden the mackerel gets this bit patched out of it that we were all using. So there might be a bit of investigative meta journalism to go on there. Anyway, so I thought I'd just say this at the front. What I will do is float the idea with you guys today. We'll do a weekly race as our sort of episode today, okay? If this is horribly received and people aren't happy with that or whatever, I'm happy to try and go back to the main series and make it work and all that. But at this point, it's tough to sort of really divine a challenge from the game, because at the moment there is kind of one way to do the ships for the most part, especially if you're not whole buffaloing, and I don't have the time to record 10 episodes in a row while I do a whole buffalo, because you still can't save the hull midway. So we got to find out what we're going to do. So anyway, I'm taking this episode to try that out. If you don't like it, please do let me know. I know there are a lot of you still to this day that watch the channel, so this is your opportunity to contribute and have your voice heard. I read all the comments, so if you think the weekly race is a good idea, conversely, and you'd like to see that maybe be the direction we go, then say so as well. I would like to hear that as well. But again, look, I'm not really that interested in being too hyper competitive. What I am interested in is the fact that they seem to have a new weekly hull challenge for us to chip away at, and perhaps that's the direction that we go in from now on. So anyway, let's do it for today, right? So, what is this? Rapid Acquisition Competence Exercise. It's a 15-minute shift like normal. There's 6 work orders. We looked at the weekly series. I did a spin-off series once. We did a couple episodes of that, but it didn't really take, not like this one has. It's only got 1 day left, so this might be our only go at it. Total value, total mass, and then we've got the work orders here. Now, I haven't looked at this since way back when they first instituted this this stuff. Well, I mean, it's not really telling us much, is it? Maybe it'll tell us more at the completion screen. But the work order, mackerel, I haven't done a mackerel in a long time. All right, let's think about this. Let's try and complete the work order and salvage a chunk of the ship. It'd be good to go back to a mackerel. Salvage the reactor, the thruster. There's 1 thruster, right? Computer terminal times 3, so they'll all be in the front. Power cell, 8 storage. And a bit of fuel. That storage is going to be interesting. It's a light cargo. Okay. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. But like I said, if you've watched all 130 episodes and you've never typed a comment, perhaps this is the episode where you should, because you will have some sort of creative control over the direction that we go in. And that's not to say that like I suppose I would envision something like we do these weekly challenges and chip away, but as they introduce new ships and new game modes, which they seem to still do as well, you know, I'm not bashing on the devs 100%. I don't like how they patch the fun stuff out, but they're definitely adding interesting content, even if it is hit and miss with the Halloween stuff. I would still go back and look at that new content as well. So I'm interested in maybe doing this to just see if we can pivot the channel, pivot the series a little bit. But again, my last appeal, let me know what you reckon. Okay, one thing I'm curious about with these weekly challenges, can I buy a bloody key? Patch kit, health, repair, tethers, fuel. Am I missing the key? Are there usually 7 bloody objects? Hard to tell. All right, we'll get the work order up. Jeez, it's been a while since we've done work orders, hey? Okay, oh my God, it's been a while since we've done one of these. There's the airlock there, okay. I'd be curious how this goes actually. If, do they do challenges on the larger ships? And if so, can they, what do they do about the thrusters if they can't isolate?
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
Oh, look, there's a key. Fuck off with these controls. Someone suggested I could remap the control. Now the key's gone. I don't know where it's gone. Well, that doesn't help. Someone suggested I remap it if it's a problem, to which I say, maybe if they just designed the key layout correctly in the first place and didn't put the collect button on the same button as the lethal blow yourself up button. It's like saying, how about you mod a game to fix it? Okay, cool. So, did I need that key? I think I needed that key, right? I think we're potentially going to need to isolate. Where the fuck did it go? Did I destroy it? Can keys get destroyed? Fuck me. Alright, well, we'll persevere without it. We're not going to get a bloody stellar time. I mean, we could reset, or we could just keep going. Right. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, did I magically somehow pick it up? Oh, that's right. They've moved how the reactors and all that. Wait, is the reactor... Where the fuck is the reactor? Oh my God, I am rusty. That's a coolant tank. That's the reactor there. That's what a reactor looks like. All right. Hey, team, we're going fine. Absolutely bloody speed run, top bloody... Look out, I'm going to be on the top of the ladder. Just bloody take a seat, experts. Here I fucking come. All right. Come on, get your square head stuck against the wall. Here we go. Come on. Everyone just stand back. Bloody genius hard at work here. Now where'd that reactor go? It's in the front. Okay. Hello, sir. Probably be safe, but oh, I don't have a laser that can go through the wall. That's so cool. How quaint. All right. Salvage the thruster.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Now, is this going to blow up if I don't fucking isolate it properly? Probably, right? I can't cut. Oh my god, this is like the OG days. Maybe challenges is the way to go, team. I can't cut through the skin. I gotta go inside. Very cool. You know what? I got a big grin on my dickhead face, so I'm having a good time here. Alright. Here's a thought, just because I'm terrified. No, what are you doing? I clearly want to attach it to this. Oh, you fuck. This better, I bet you. Oh. I wonder if this is a thing that they've patched so you're not allowed to do this. I've never tried this before. What are you doing? No, I want you to snap to this, you fuck. Yes! Alright, here we go. Go, baby, go. Alright, it didn't blow up. Oh, you know what? I think it was because the reactor would be attached with like a fuel line or something. I can't remember, because the last time I did a mackerel, we had this problem. You can probably refer back to the videos that I had a severe problem where trying to get it out without using the isolation key was a fucking nightmare. Alright.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Eight minutes. Oh, I'll be able to get all these work orders done. I mean, I'm not doing the fastest job ever. I understand this. I'm just rusty. I think I like the mackerel more than the fucking geckos, man. Like, if a man's got to tell the truth, that's the truth to hold me to. Alright. Oh, please stop sparking, you fuck. Okay. Salvage storage, salvage fuel, salvage computer terminals. Alright. Well, that one's busted. Oh no, it's still good. It's still good, baby.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oh my goodness. God, when was the last time I even salvaged monitors? You know, we've gone so far past that.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Alright, listen to that music. It's like being welcomed home. Salvage storage. Alright, well, let's give these a fucking go. The single worst piece of equipment in the entire game. Even worse than the ECU, the cooling system. Easily. What the fuck's going on here? Dragged him out. Oh wow, that twisted the whole thing so hard. Out you go. See you later. That's pretty good. Just fucking send it. Alright, I like that. Alright. Fuck, it's your lucky day, mate. You get to go to the barge. Oh, geez, you're a heavy boy, aren't you?
Salvage deposit accepted.
Well, that's gone.
Transferred.
We need fuel.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Fuck, who put this cockpit here? Jesus.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage secured.
Fuck it, we'll
Account
get.
credit
I'll
applied.
collect some coolant. Actually, you know what? People who know me, I take it back. Coolant's the worst. Coolant's the worst thing in the game.
Salvage secured.
But I would argue coolant's working as intended. You know, when I keep clipping it against everything. Laws of physics dictate that every time Scarlet touches coolant, it explodes. That's just a law, man. What are you going to do about that? Is that fuel? No, that's the terminal.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining.
Is there oxygen in this ship?
Get in while the getting's good. We were out.
4 minutes. Thruster fuel. How long we got? 60 seconds? God damn it, the music's panicking me out. Fucking come on, man.
Oxygen reserves are critical.
I know!
All oxygen supplies are available for purchase in the master check.
I'm stuck on something. I'm stuck. Give me the challenge. The fuel exploded. Are you fucking serious? No! I was just gonna finish my shift.
Welcome to Vintage Room 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Ah, stuff it. We'll finish there. Fuck it. I'm curious what I got. How are we going? 1 million. Final score. Not very good. Incomplete. Failed. Salvage summary. Okay. Bonus penalty. Final bonus 3%. That's right, it penalizes you for mass remaining, which I think is the fucking dumbest thing ever. Like, give me an interesting challenge to get through the ship, but, I kind of forgot that this was my issue with the weekly challenge. I'd be curious. I know occasionally some of the guys that get on the leaderboards come over here for comments. I'm not interested in their backseating or channel promotion, you know. That stuff drives me insane. But what I would be curious to hear about is, have they fixed it? And is this actually a nice challenge mode sort of thing where it's interesting and fresh? Or is it just whole buffalo the mackerel as quick as possible and finish? Because that's not challenge mode. That's not a weekly challenge. And that's, at the beginning at least, that's what it felt like. That's what it really seemed like. And looking at this now, they still have this stupid penalty bonus, which is infuriating, right? Because all that's doing is just, you know, why is the work order even there? I think all it's trying to do is get me to finish whole buffaloing the thing in as quick a time as possible. What would be really interesting is if like you got like a negative 10,000% score if you salvage some aluminium or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, make it hard. Make certain parts of the ship like no-goes or something like that you're not allowed to put in. And then so then you have to, I don't know, then you can try and speed salvage 25% of the ship, but the other random 75 bits and pieces, you know, it could be panels and all that. Sort of like, I don't know, floor is lava sort of shit. You know, you're not allowed to salvage them or you'll get penalized. And then each time you did it, it'll be all different parts that have to be salvaged and all different parts that are like, Jesus, what about if there were parts that you're not even allowed to touch with your little pull laser? Like if you grip onto a certain bulkhead it detonates, or you get a penalty or something. I mean, that sounds interesting to me. Then every single time you run the same ship, it'd be, you know, radically different. But having a look at this bonus, you get a bonus for your work order, you get a penalty for not doing the salvage. Okay, so how different could it be each week, other than just salvage the whole thing and there happens to be a different work order on the screen? Yeah. Oh, I really hoped it had changed since then. That's a shame. But anyway, look, like I said, I do know they watch me videos sometimes. If you do these races, even you don't have to be a YouTuber or anything like that. If you're someone that do these leaderboard race things, is it just what I'm suggesting? Is it just the boring same thing every time? Just whole hog the whole thing as quick as you can? Or have I just happened to pick up the weekly challenge that happens to be exactly the same as it was when they started? I'm not sure. Anyway, my appeal at the beginning still stands. If you guys want to see me do the weekly challenge more, well, maybe even just now and then, I don't know. Or if you have any suggestions, I am open to them. Whole buffalo is not an option. Because I can't sit down and, like, just in case it's not clear, say you don't own this game and you don't actually realize, if I turn this game off after finishing a shift halfway through a ship, it deletes my ship from the garage, right? So you have to whole buffalo the ship in one sitting. Maybe they've patched it out recently. That could be possible. I don't follow it that closely, but it was like that for the first 100 episodes easily. So people that keep coming and go, oh, whole buffalo's better and all that, it's like, well, I mean, I appreciate you rocking up at episode 110 and not knowing the context there. Like, and that's not even sarcasm. How could they know? I don't expect everyone to see every episode, but we have firmly addressed the fact that I just can't do whole buffalo on this channel because I'm not a bloody Hardspace channel. I'm a do one Hardspace episode every couple of days channel. So we can't do whole buffalo. We could do weekly challenge, but it doesn't seem to be an actual weekly challenge. It just seems to be a weekly reset of racing the same thing. And again, refer back to go in the full circle. I am a little cross that the developers have patched all the fun out of this game, and it sort of doesn't inspire me so much to poke and prod at the hull and pull it apart and come up with really clever, interesting ideas, because if they follow their shown behavior loop, then they will patch out anything that we find that's fun. And that's no fun. Anyway, you can see the conundrum I'm in, you know? If you feel that you're going to take it personally or you want to get angry at me for feeling this way, refer that I have done 100 and fuck videos, you know, like 130 or something like that. I am probably more committed to this than you are. So when I say that I'm a bit sad with how it's going and I'm trying to figure out how to do another 100 episodes of this game, I truly hope that you hear that for the genuine appeal that it is, and maybe there are some suggestions that can help me out. Or maybe we just need to put this thing to bed, you know? Maybe enough's enough. The devs win, you know? We've found all the fun we can have, and maybe that's enough. Who knows? Anyway, we'll see. I'll be curious what people have to say. God help me, I sound dangerously like that guy that you see on the Steam reviews that plays a game for 10,000 hours and gives it a thumbs down. Because I've always held that guy is a cunt. Anyone that does that, oh look, 10,000 hours in a game, I gotta tell you, it's a thumbs down. It's like, you're a bag of shit. But having said that, actually, to be introspective, even though, say this was the last episode we ever did, say this is the finale. Could be, there might be, who knows? And this is my farewell. I would still absolutely thumbs up this game. I've had an absolute fucking blast, and if you ask me if I should go out and buy it right now and get value, even though they have changed it from the early days, in its current state, especially if you haven't experienced any of it, 100%. I would recommend this 100 times over. So I'm not that guy. I guess we have exhausted a lot of the current value in it. Anyway, a little bit more of an introspective episode, a little bit more, you know, thinking about the series and how it's gone as a whole, and where we're going to go with next. Feel free to engage with me. If and like I said, I implore you, if you've never written a comment before, maybe this is the first time you do. And you will be met with open arms, as long as you're not a cunt about it. in which case I'll probably just ignore you. Alright, at long last, I will end this episode. Team, thanks again for joining me. We might just leave it there for the time being, and I will catch you guys on the next one.